All right, let's bring it.
Welcome back to the Paul White Show. As you can tell, we're on location, and if you are just joining us, we've been talking about creepy crawlers in the lawn due to the fact that we had a real mild winter. So I brought in my sales rep from Garden Wise, Britt Elvin, and it's indeed a pleasure to have him out to the Ponderosa today talking about bugs and stuff. We hope that you are catching this now. If you need that pen and pad, you need to get it. Otherwise, you have to come down to 1901 East 21st Street, and we can hook you up with Garden Wise products that will kill your bugs. All right, Brett, we was talking about the liquids and stuff. We also have a dust.
We talked earlier before the break about granules that we can use on the lawns. We talked about liquid sprays, but we didn't talk about the dust. And we want to cover the dust because these insecticides are also available in dust. And I think one that everybody is familiar with, and some of the older gardeners, is Sevin dust. And it's a 5% Sevin dust. This is labeled for dogs, cats, and it's also labeled for gardens.
Right.
So it's kind of a convenient way to dust for fleas and ticks. So been around for a long time. Sevin is now only available in liquid and a 1 pound shaker. We used to be able to get in 4 pound and 50 pound bags, but now we're down to 1 pound shaker. Another dust that we've got that I really like, remember previously I talked about the indoor-outdoor and also the Turf Ranger, where this is the same exact product in a dusting powder.
Okay.
So again, we can use this directly on our pets. We can use it to dust the garden. It's going to control any chewing or sucking insect, and like I say, this is probably one of the best products for ticks, I would say. It does a great job. The active ingredient, permethrin, is actually what is used in our armed forces in the desert for desert fleas. They impregnate their uniforms with this product, so it causes no skin irritation. It's very safe to use, and it has a long residual. So we've got another option yet, dusting. Yeah.
Okay, we also mentioned that in order to control especially ticks and fleas that are in your lawn, it's kind of a 3-step process. First, you got to rid your lawn, and a lot of people have house pets. First, you got to rid your lawn of the fleas and the ticks.
Yes.
Then you have to rid your dog of the fleas and the ticks. Then you have to rid your house of the fleas and the ticks.
Which includes the dog bedding, or if it's got a favorite sleeping area, we need to make sure that we use a dust or a spray in those,
and the
in
carpet
those areas.
also.
And we do it all at about the same time.
Right.
And we got to break that cycle.
Right.
Or help break it. There are some other things too
that
we can use.
I have also, these are good products to use if your house is flea infested. These flea traps right here that attracts them to
Is it a sticky
it's
an
like
attractant?
Right. It's an attractant that will attract the fleas to them, and you can help get rid of them that way. If you got hardwood floors and you got fleas in there, this worked perfect on it. But if you got carpet and you have fleas in your carpet, embedded in your carpet, this product here by Enforcer works excellent with your carpet. You just sprinkle it in your carpet and let it sit for a couple of hours. Then you take the vacuum sweeper and you vacuum the carpet.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
No, it doesn't get much easier than that. And it also has 2 different fragrances that you can choose from.
See, my wife would like that, probably.
So it'll deodorize the carpet, plus it would rid fleas in the carpet. It would actually do that, and that's a good product. You know, also, Britt, while I got you, I know we're outdoors, but I've had a lot of questions on people with bed bugs. And what product can they use on bed bugs? Well, the indoor-outdoor, I did a little research, is an excellent product to use for bed bugs.
That active ingredient, which is permethrin, which is in the indoor-outdoor, is what you're going to find in any special, if it's specially bed bugs, that's going to be the same thing. And again, we talked about how general use, multi-use that product is. So it's great. It's got a bed bug label, and that's a real concern, you know, with the outbreaks with bed bugs. And I want to back up because we talked earlier, something I don't want to forget because we're kind of moving away from the lawns. We always get the question, Paul, if I spray my yard or if I apply an insecticide, when can I put my pets out? When can I let my kids back out in the yard?
How long
So rule of thumb, is once the material has dried, it's safe to go back out. You can go out there, the kids can go back out there.
Right.
If we're applying the granule, we want to apply the granule, we want to water it in, and that will activate it and get it down where it's supposed to be. We must water it in to activate it, but once it's dried, and that's not only true with insecticides, but herbicides.
Right.
If we sprayed for weeds,
Right.
can I put my pet back? You know, how long do I have to wait?
Right.
You know, if we sprayed a fungicide, when can I let the kids back out in the backyard? So typically, once it's dried, it's safe for kids and pets, and that's a
Right.
question that always
Right.
arises.
So once it's sprayed and dried, once it's applied and watered in and dried,
Yep.
then it's safe for you to go out.
Yep.
So that's a good rule of thumb. All right, Britt, well, thank you for being here today, man. I'm glad you took it out of your busy schedule to come by, and I hope we shedded some lights that will help a lot of people.
Well, I hope so, because it's going to be a bad year for
Right.
bugs. It is. We're seeing them early. We were getting reports of fleas
Already.
a month ago, so
Just took a tick off my dog the other day.
yeah. So and the best way is just keep inspecting.
Right.
Keep an eye out as
Right.
you're in your yard. Look for things
Right.
and catch it before it gets out of control.
Right.
All righty,
Well,
Paul.
thanks for being here,
Oh,
man.
you bet.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
All right.
Thanks for
We're
having
going to
me.
take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. I do have another guest, and it's my veterinarian, and we're going to be talking about your pets outdoors with all of these insects and the heat that is so early this year. Stay tuned.